Out front now, Democratic Congressman Dean Phillips of Minnesota. Target is headquartered in his state. So, Congressman, you know this all too well, and it's an important company in your state. I'll play the video again of the stores being looted in Philadelphia just last night. And every liquor store in that city is closed tonight because of looting. I mean, there's just, again, there's moments where you say, gosh, I cannot believe this is happening here in this country. And in fact, it is happening in big Democratic cities across the United States where you're seeing some of these big stores like Target pull out. New York City, San Francisco, Portland, Pittsburgh, Seattle. These are big Democratic cities. I mean, Pittsburgh, the margin of victory for the Democratic mayor was 70%. Are these cities failing their residents when it comes to public safety, Congressman?
Well, Aaron, let me start with Target, a wonderful corporation that employs hundreds of thousands, does so compassionately, is generous with the communities in which they do business. And they've lost $1 billion in the last year to shrinkage, to theft, organized crime, and the like. Companies like Lowe's, another $1 billion. It's untenable. And your question about do cities have a responsibility to do something? Darn right. And I'm getting tired of conversation and seeing these videos. We have a combination of despair in our communities. We also have a lack of consequences. And I think this is where Democrats and Republicans have to put away the nonsense like you're seeing right now in the U.S. Capitol and get to work, resource our police departments, ensure consequences are legitimate, and also invest in communities so we have juvenile diversion programs so that these young kids see other paths to prosperity and opportunity. This is not unsolvable. But once we politicize it, and when people say a Democratic city or a Republican governor, that's not the problem. It's an American problem. And yes, we have a big one, and we better get to it fast.
All right. Well, you're putting out practical words, and I remember recently speaking to the independent mayor of Eagle Pass, Texas, dealing with the border crossings, right? His frustration is there's no consequences. You use that word, consequences, that seem to be lacking. And they're lacking where you are as well. We're 3 days away from a deadline to fund the government. Here we are, deal nowhere in sight, no consequences to those on Capitol Hill, at least. Consequences for this country, though. Do you think a shutdown at this point is inevitable?
Yeah, we need a juvenile diversion program here in Congress because we have people acting like kids with great consequence. And we're about to face a circumstance, Aaron, where members of our military won't be getting paid, children will probably be going hungry, and we will erode once again the American brand around the world, and completely avoidable. The fact of the matter is we lack a mechanism in the U.S. House where two-thirds, I would say two-thirds to three-quarters of the House is ready to vote right now to get us through this nonsense and fund the government and do better. And just a handful are holding us hostage, and one man. The sad truth is Speaker McCarthy is the one person standing in the way of resolving this whole issue. And it saddens me. And we got to get to work and redo the House rules package and ensure that government works for people the same way we need it in our cities to be safe and secure, no matter your zip code. We need it in the U.S. Congress right now. And I'm getting embarrassed, I'm getting frustrated, and I'm angry. And everybody watching who shares that point of view, we got to unify. I don't care your politics. It's time, and I've had enough.